Actually, I think it's Taken season. Gotta be careful, because any inanimate object can come to life too. And here's a manuscript.
Rose knew she had been gushing, but right now she didn't care. As far as she was concerned, her brief meeting with Alan Wake was literally the high point of her life. She watched as he got in the car with his wife. She was pretty, confident, at ease with Wake. Not like Rose. They were perfect for each other. She'd have given anything to be called their friend.
Of course, he was talking about Rose from the diner, who is kind of like infatuated with Alan Wake. And here's another mini locker that has revolver ammo and batteries. Watch out for those loose electrical cords too, they can shock you, take some damage from you.
What the hell was that?
Good question.
When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even want to look at the water.
Which is surprising because the water actually looks pretty good in this game. Got some nice graphics to it. And now you go over here to get another manuscript. Just cross these fallen logs. And here it is.
Barry Wheeler was bouncing off the walls. He jumped on a plane after his calls were ignored by both Al and Alice for several days. It could mean that they were both on a second honeymoon. But Barry didn't buy it. Al had been way too unstable for that. Not sleeping, messed up. Barry had years of experience dealing with Alan Wake, and he couldn't ignore it. Something was wrong.
Now that manuscript talked about an event that you don't see in the game. You'll see your friend Barry show up later, and now you know why he's there. Oh boy, that's not good. It's not good at all.
Stucky was still out there, in the dark, stalking me.
Now over here you got some supplies, and this is where you would also find the next Nightmare manuscript, so here we go.
Barry took another sip of the heavenly coffee. He grinned at Rose. Surely this was love. Rose gushed on breathlessly. The new one will be a masterpiece, I know it. You must tell him not to listen to the trolls in the forums saying Departure will never get finished. He should take his time and make it perfect. I can wait.
I think it's kind of funny that they mentioned that Rose is like someone who likes to go to forums and like comment on stuff. I think that's funny. Oh boy. Oh! Probably could have dodged that, but I was trying to use the light to like blind him so he wouldn't throw it, but I was too late. Alright, so jump up on here. Cool. And there's some more yellow arrows telling you that there's a treasure chest nearby. See? So gotta climb this ladder. Alan Wake does climb pretty slow. I wish he would climb a bit faster, but it's alright. Let's go, Wake. And there's hidden yellow messages that you can actually read with your flashlight on walls.
Taken. They're taken.
And what he means by that is that those are the name of the enemies in the game, Taken. The dark presence like takes over their body, so they're called the Taken. Got some more batteries in that treasure chest, which is not that much of a treasure. And by the way, if you didn't look at that graffiti painting with those words on it, then he wouldn't have said that, you know, taken. They're taken. That's like a special hidden thing that you can have Alan Wake say or not. And yeah, so there's like a lot of hidden messages in the game. I'm not gonna really read them because they're not that important. They just say things like, you know, use light to defeat them, the Taken are the people are overtaken by darkness and stuff like that. They're not that important messages. Just letting you know.
The staircase was broken. I had to make my way up some other way.
It's another like mini locker, red mini locker right here. some revolver ammo and some batteries, and there's also another batch of revolver ammo, but I don't need it. And I gotta start a generator real quick. Oh boy, looks menacing. There's the generator right there. Oh crapness. Taken. They're taken. Ah! Slow motion dodge. Like this game is created by the people from Max Payne, so if it reminds you of, you know, Max Payne's bullet time, yeah, that's why. Woo! Cool. Now before I start this generator, go through this door for another manuscript, and a shotgun's in here too.
I heard them before I saw them, swooping down from the sky and screeching as they came. I spun around just as the cloud was upon me. For an instant, I stared into 100 dead eyes, black pearls glittering in the darkness. I raised the flashlight and the swarm exploded like fireworks. Feathers burned, turned into ash. I couldn't hear my scream above theirs.
Here's a shotgun. Only has 2 bullets, so it's not really useful right now. And yeah, so he was talking about those birds that you saw me attacked me in that cabin when I was going to go save Alice. Yeah, he's talking about that incident. And so now there's a switch that I can use, which I need to do right now. Oh boy. That freaking machine looks so scary. Here we go. And go ahead, use this, and I'm gonna move this little log lift and put it right smack dab in the middle, right between that bridge gap. And I'm gonna get the revolver ammo that I didn't need now that I need it, since I killed those enemies. And I'm gonna climb up this ladder so I can get across with that log lift. Here we go. Oh yes, one more time. Alright, now up here is a little shack that actually has the second radio of the game. So let me go ahead and go inside this little shack right here to listen to the second radio.
Well, I was just outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night. I know most of you are probably in your beds by now, but if you're still up and around, take a moment. Step outside for a spell and breathe in deep. The weather is absolutely still. The sky is crystal clear. It's like the forest is quietly breathing along with you. As you listeners know, I'm a night owl, and it's on nights like this I wish I wasn't cooped up in the studio. Makes an old man like me wish I could just roam wild. But here I am, and who'd keep you company all night long if I weren't? It looks like I'm not the only one staying up late. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Pat, it's Maurice Horton.
Hello, Maurice. What are you up to?
Well, I was just taking Toby on his walkies.
Oh, isn't it beautiful out there?
Sure, but Pat, the reason I called is that Toby heard something rustling in the undergrowth and took off after it, and I couldn't find him.
Probably a rabbit.
Sure. Toby loves rabbits.
Well, sure.
Anyway, I figured that, you know, if anyone runs into Toby, they could grab him. My number's on his collar.
And Toby's a friendly dog?
Toby loves people. Usually he comes back, but we were pretty far from home, and it sounds like he went pretty wild there. Great dog, but he's just too dumb for his own good.
Well, Maurice, it's out there now. Hope Toby comes home soon.
Yeah, thanks, Pat.
You have a good night now.
So apparently that guy who called is missing his dog named Toby. And you're going to find out what happened to that dog in a manuscript in a little bit. And here's another actually hidden treasure chest. More flare gun ammo. Always useful. I'm saving the flare gun ammo for later. Not going to use my flare gun just yet. And here's another manuscript.
At first, I kept finding the pages as if by accident. The book I couldn't remember was either a terrible and true prophecy or an act of creation that had rewritten the world. I began to hunt the pages feverishly, for they held the answer to the mystery. With it, I could save myself. With it, I could save Alice.
So like the game stated earlier, those manuscript pages were written by Alan Wake, but he doesn't remember writing it.
The gas station was closer now. its light welcoming in the darkness,